Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You ain't gonna never believe this. Not our government. There is a theory that in the 1970s, Muhammad Ali was injected with a drug known to cause Parkinson's disease as part of a plot by the US government to strip him of his charisma and physical strength. He was stuck with an injection of methylphenyl tetrahydropyridine, an amphetamine that causes rapid onset of Parkinsonism, according to the drug's toxicity report. In 1976, Barry Kinston, a chemistry graduate from Maryland, injected himself with methylphenyl tetrahydropyridine, otherwise known as MPTP, and within 3 days began displaying symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Ali was examined by the Mayo Clinic in 1981 and was told he had mild dementia pugilistica. And as the years went by, the world just accepted that it was his boxing career that was responsible for his Parkinson's because it made sense, right? Wrong. Family. In the entire history of civilization, there has been no other case where dementia pugilistica developed into Parkinson's disease. If these reports are correct, and Ali was injected with MPTP at the Mayo Clinic, then the government may have pulled off the perfect crime. Nobody raised an eyebrow or asked any questions. The world simply accepted that Ali's transition from dangerous radical to cuddly icon was due to a disease caused by his boxing career. All right, fam. You believe it? Give me a thumbs up if you believe this account. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, sounds like a big old conspiracy theory, man. People need to sit down and stop all that stuff. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Think about it, fam. If you look at Ali's style of boxing, Ali very seldom took punches to the head. Ali was an excellent defender. Oh, he was a great attacker, great boxer, great fighter. But one of the reasons why Ali was so effective was because he didn't take a lot of punishment. Even when he fought George Foreman, and George was throwing those haymakers, most of them were blocked. They were blocked by his arms and his gloves. He took some body shots, but what they got to do with dementia? I absolutely believe it. You know, Bob Marley died under similar circumstances. He was hit with an injection. In fact, I covered the story, you can look it up. The guy who killed him confessed on his deathbed, which is interesting to me because most people will take their secrets to their grave. Did you know that there aren't many people who actually confess to things on their deathbed? They don't confess. They are more concerned about family and loved ones and stuff like that. They don't care to revisit the past and talk about their discrepancies, you know, and all of the evil things that they may have participated in. But this guy did. Ali was indeed the greatest, and what made him the greatest was his work outside of the ring, coupled with his work inside of the ring, because we've seen a lot of great fighters. It's hard to just say one fighter is the greatest of all. But the reason why people so readily give that title to Ali is because of his work outside of the ring, right? Because if you look at what he did inside of the ring, there were fighters who had more impressive records, heavyweight fighters who had more impressive records, harder punches, and a lot of stuff. But Ali had that charisma, you know, he had the style, you know, He had the bravery. He wasn't afraid to take on the biggest bullies, including the United States of America, which is the absolute biggest bully in the history of civilization. Ali refused to go to war to fight for a country who would not fight for him. And he was right. History proved him right. But they tried to vilify Ali. They tried to send him to jail, but he won on appeal, and he was able to resume his boxing career. But he had to take off a few years, because he was fighting his case and they wouldn't give him a license to fight. Ali took some major risk. I mean, it cost him a whole lot of money. It cost him a lot of sleep. Yeah. Ali was that dude for real. And they didn't start giving Ali, I'm talking about mainstream America, they didn't start giving Ali his props until they weakened him. When he was Ali sharp, I'm not trusting any of these snakes and I'm closing the door. When he was that dude, they wanted him dead. But the moment that they took the fight out of him, when he became the cuddly Ali, he really was always a cuddly Ali, but he also had that militant spirit. And that scared the hell out of him anytime a black man have a militant spirit. Other guys, they can have it. These other dudes, they can have it. But if a black dude have it, ooh, we got to do something about that. We got to stop them. They're scared of that, And we know why. But yeah, once they took the fight out of Ali, they knew that he was no longer a threat. He was more mild, reserved. They was like, we can elevate him now because he's no longer a threat. The way that they treated Ali after he got ill is very telling, because it lets you know that they respected him all along. They just had fear of what he was capable of doing. They had fear of him being a strong black man who stood 10 toes down on his conviction and was not afraid. Yeah. Black man who was not afraid. It scares him. Unless he's out at war fighting for them. But the moment he get back to the barracks, the moment he get back to the States, they want to, they want to take the fight out of him again, because they can't have, God forbid, a black man behaves like a man. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. R.I.P. Muhammad Ali. No more talk.